Go, folks. All right, so we're going to try to put this, all these fees to bed and at least like create then a resolution for all the new fees. I think I sent out all the amendments. Margaret had some questions. And the other thing we need to go over today is parking fees, because we were going to leave that to the parking committee, but they have disbanded, I guess. So that's now up to us. And I think one of the things we have to do is create a tiered parking fee structure.
Before we start on this,
Yes.
I have been getting very nervous of what is happening on Warren. A lot of stores are closing, and this is going to affect us in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to address what is happening with the merchants. Why are they leaving the city? We have to start thinking about it, ways to incentivize businesses to come into our city. And I really feel this is the time. Tourism, ways to increase the revenue, which to me is more merchants coming in, tourism, which we may need to do some advertisement.
Okay.
And SDRs, we need to, I understand rentals is an issue, but at the same time, if we increase the days, the amount of, we have, what is it now, 90 days?
60 days. So anyone who has a second owned, what's the word I'm looking for?
Okay, I
So if
think,
I go on vacation 2 times a year, even though this might be my primary residence, I
Yeah.
can only rent my home.
okay, so I think this needs to be,
No,
The minimum threshold is you have to be here for 50 days a year, and you can only rent your property out.
if you live in your home and you're renting it out, if you live
You
there,
can still, you still cannot rent it out for more than 6 months.
okay, we'll talk.
okay, I think that the amount of days should increase,
Yes.
maybe even close to double, because that is not going to affect rentals. Usually people that have the SDRs, they're going to stay, they're going to stay being SDRs. It's just going to bring more money to the city. That the extra days,
Is fairly standard.
yeah, it's the extra days is not going to make somebody think twice. Oh, I want to do it. I'm not going to do it the rental now. You know, usually there is a reasons why somebody opts for having it a year-round rental versus an SDR.
Mhm.
And the different days is not going to affect that. What is going to affect is money coming in, which that I think needs to go straight to legal committee and change.
It is on the legal committee's agenda, and what I would propose is 180 days.
Okay, to me, that's,
Can I add that I'm all for local businesses coming here in this area. I just wish local business will hire more.
well, they do. I mean, I don't know.
No, it hasn't been happening.
Well,
If
we're
there was like any
saying
incentives to hire locally, how people are gonna afford to rent, pay rent.
So can you give me, do you have an example? I know Particle Factory is planning to.
Well, that's just a new business.
That's
Like
new
other
business.
businesses that been here already. Some of
Like,
them,
are you talking like restaurants or?
yes, some restaurants. A lot of them, of course, I'm not antique stores because they earn worldly or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of the restaurants, not a lot of kids, a lot of youth, they're not working in none of these places.
Yeah, that is
They're
probably,
probably, I gotta get a pen, excuse me.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Mhm.
yeah. Again, this, how do we address that?
Yeah.
We send the,
Hudson Hall was doing a youth work study program. Hudson Hall was, yeah, they were doing a local youth work study program. I know they did it last year.
youth is one thing, but what do you do with middle-aged single parents? Like they,
That's-
that's the biggest issue.
Yeah,
So-
Right.
Let's just think about it. I'd like to put some thought and ask, what can we do? But, you know, the storefronts being closed can affect every department. It's like, even around here, I mean, I saw Lower Warren, but right here around this area, I couldn't believe there are more closed.
Mhm, mhm.
So I don't know why. But
I mean, I think there's also other factors, probably not just locally, but I'm sure nationally and, you know, who knows what. I don't know. I don't think it's a,
So
I don't think it's just us, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, the whole economy is looks like it's kind of a slump.
sales tax of
Like,
Columbia County is down, but I don't know how. I'll ask around, but this is for thought for all of us to think for the next month. Um, You know, just try to come up with ideas, all right?
Yeah, okay.
So we can go now.
All right, so so the point is to make a recommendation to the legal committee for 180 days. Fine,
As soon as-
that's true. Okay, great. All right, so let's go over, where do we want to start? Do we want to go over these fees? We want to talk about parking first?
Just on that, give you an idea of the spreadsheet
Yes,
that Rich sent out.
Hmm.
I went through, because I've been taking my notes electronically in our meetings, and I went through, and wherever you see orange highlight, that's where I updated what Richard sent out earlier. So I didn't actually have any questions, I just put in the information that I had in my spreadsheet. If you have any questions on that, there are only a couple where we needed clarification. One of them was water withdrawal, where we needed to get clarification from the utility. Most of them were pretty straightforward things where I had already listed what pricing we had agreed to. So if you don't have any objections, if we could put a resolution together to send this to next month to town council.
so it comes,
Some of these are going to require updates to the code, which I can work on. So for example, I know that the auction house one and the plumbing permit one, we will get those. I know that there's language in the code that have to be updated. So through legal, I can get updates to the code and have that ready to go to the full council with whatever resolution you come up with in the spreadsheet.
great. All right, so what I'll do then is I'll take this spreadsheet. If anyone doesn't have any other questions, I'll take the spreadsheet with the changes that we've made, summarize the whole thing, send it off to, we'll create a resolution.
Yeah.
Lyric, and then we'll have it for the informal for next month. Okay,
Yeah.
good. One other thing with I have contacted Craig regarding vacancy fees for, vacant properties. And he does have a couple of dozen vacant properties, but the notices have not gone out, at least for even last year, I believe. And he mentioned that it is difficult to collect fees because there's no, unlike taxes, where you could put a lien on someone's house, collecting a fee, if they don't pay, you're gonna have to go after them and.
But at a minimum, you
Collections.
have to notify them that they owe money.
True,
And then once they're notified, if somebody in the clerk's office or somebody in City Hall can keep a log of who has, it's not that many, it's like 2,000.
right, it's like 2,000.
Somebody could keep a log of the date that the notification was sent and whether or not money has been received.
I think we are gonna have to start doubling the fee. If you start charging more, you'll see more responses. And eventually, I hate to say it, all this collection, they're gonna have to go to collection. We're gonna do the
Yeah.
same thing we're doing with the tax.
Right, so
We're gonna have to hire an attorney if the
Yeah.
fees are going to be too high. Hire an attorney, go after them. But if we start charging, like 50% off and more and,
The vacancy fees as of now are from, it's $1,000 for the first year, 2,000 the second, 3, 4, up until 5,000 for the fifth year, and then it maxes out there at 5,000. So, but yes, the notices have to go out, number
of
one.
course. And that code is doing those things?
I mean, yes, it's code enforcement unless it's someone else.
Well, I know that Craig and Michelle are working. That's true. Maybe you're.
Actually, it should be really missing out of it's housing.
Oh,
Well,
housing
it's actually under Craig's area.
and code enforcement. Yeah. I don't know. But I mean, he definitely mentioned that it's different to collect a fee versus a tax.
Yeah.
So, something to keep in mind when collecting sidewalk fees going forward in the future. you know, you can't just put the fee onto, like the
Yeah.
property tax, you could put a lien on someone's property, but the fee, I don't think that's possible.
No.
So there's pluses and minuses.
Well, we'll have to find a way to get them on.
All right, so that's that. Okay, so I'll just send another email to Craig asking him to send out the notices.
To send the notices, yeah, I mean, by the end of the year, all the notices need to go out.
I don't
Right.
think, they didn't go out last year. Yeah, it's an issue.
Just need Mr. Property to the date.
Okay,
It's only 2 dozen.
yeah, I know.
Do you want to see CC stuff?
I'll CC everyone.
Yeah, and stuff.
Yeah. All right, great, fun. Parking fees. So currently, different than alternate side, just regular street parking. If they're over meter, it's $10. And that's it. And then after a month, it goes up to 35.
So there are 2 separate things. There's how much it costs to park,
Yes,
and then there's the actual price. And in our discussions of this, I mean.
I think we did. There's some other fees. No,
So in the discussion of this,
It was our discussion or parking?
parking violation fee schedule. This was also in conjunction, I believe, with, was also, the genres and Chief Perkins in favor of it. So alongside parking, fee is 25, and we agreed, penalty after 30 days, 75, original fee, comes to penalty after 30 days.
we had,
These are all things that we agreed that we should update with input from the
parking committee, right.
not the committee, the parking bureau,
Oh,
to increase these fees on an incremental basis, depending on how long they're outstanding. So this is a meeting we need to have up.
Well, initially, when we went over these fees, which was a few months ago, we were gonna bounce it off of the parking committee, which no longer exists. So now, I mean, if we're okay with these fee increases, and we also need to know what the tier structure is, then we'll bounce it off the parking bureau now as opposed
We
to,
need to send. We think should be, correct?
right, what are our
So if there's
recommendations?
10,
Uh-huh,
If we change, we do not change that. It's 10 currently.
right. A lot of people will get the $10 and then just leave their car there. Because they're like, fine, $10.
Then we lose more money.
I know.
What is, so,
I mean, if you do it in any other city, it's a lot more. And we can raise it to 25 or 20.
One of our big problems here is that nothing happens after 30 days.
Well, that's number two, too. Yes, that's number two. So number one is, do we keep the meter parking ticket at $10? Or do we raise it?
should be at least 15.
15? Fine.
Okay.
I want to say a place like Albany is $55. It's something, these other cities are kind of ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think
So
so.
it keeps people from violating.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
I don't think so. I was, I went,
I mean, we can do 15, it's fine.
I think it was 18. It was 18.
All right. Okay, so let's say from 10 to 15. And then after 30 days, it goes up to 35. Are we going to keep it at 35? Oops, did I just lose this? Rich? Sorry, folks.
One of the 30 days is you're using the plus 25, so we're making that 15. The original
40, what I said, another.
plus 25. If you keep the formula the same as the 30 days, it will increment the time.
I think you said 15 plus the 25.
No, the formula is plus 30 days, it's the original time, times 2, plus 25.
Times.
So it would be 30
30.
plus 25.
Okay.
But we also need to build in increments at 60 days. And I know that.
Is the formula the same? for this?
I think we need to talk to the parking bureau about that, because I know that they have a plan after a certain point moving forward. Their plan is to send things to collections. But that's kind of a going forward thing, so I think when we look back over a certain limited amount of time, but I think this segment, we should have a discussion.
The question is also, how much does collections cost?
Well, it doesn't cost us anything because the penalty, so the receipt for the fine and the penalty comes back to us. And there's also a charge when it goes
Oh.
to collections to pay the collection fee.
Gotcha.
And that gets paid by the driver to the collection agency. And
Oh.
we get,
Oh, fine. Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so,
right now we have 15, it then becomes 55?
right, but I think what we should do is sit down with Doreen and go through this, because I know that she and Chief Franklin have met about it. And just say, what have you come up with, what are your proposals? Because I know that Chief Franklin had a graduated
well,
schedule.
we could give them our proposal.
Yeah.
We could make a suggestion and then see what they say. Yeah, I mean, that's all.
55, and then from there on, they
Right, but we have a whole series of categories. I do remember we discussed this.
So-
There are things that are hazardous. So for example, wrong side parking prevents the continuous streets, snow emergency is a hazard. Those are both at 25. I think it would not be unreasonable to raise those to 50. Because it's not just you didn't make people meter,
wrong side, and what's that one?
snow.
Snow is what?
Snow
20,
hazard.
isn't it 55 snow?
Snow currently is 25.
Okay,
So if we made snow and, wrong side 50. And then double parking is at 50, that could stay at 50. Crosswalk is currently at 25,
mhm.
we'll bring that to maybe 35.
So crosswalk is when somebody parks at the crosswalk.
No
I think
parking-
that's pretty bad, actually.
No parking zone, it's currently 25, that could go to 50, because there's a reason for it being no parking zone.
Well, wait a second. See this?
That's interesting, though. Okay, here we go.
Alley parking should definitely be increased, that is becoming increasingly an issue and a problem.
Alley parking, yeah.
Alley parking's what?
Alley parking's a 40.
Right now.
Is it?
Is it? Oh, no. my bad. Is that 40?
Now, fire zone, we talked about this before, that's currently at 50, that's an absolute no-no, that should be a 100.
That should be a lot.
Okay,
You don't feel that. Bus stop is currently 10, we could make that 15. Blocking a driveway is 25, that's 50. And that's no, it's currently 50, I would leave that the same as fire zone, we can make that 100.
mm,
The private parking, that's if your meter run, currently 10, we want to make that 15.
mhm,
So,
yeah.
Um. Then there is administrative toll fee. We need to talk about, we need to ask about that because 2025, but we did a whole change to the whole tolling situation. So we need to go back and look at, what's in that revision to the code.
It's just the administrative tow fee. There must be a larger tow fee.
No, there's a whole separate language about city contract with various toll companies and so on, but the police department focus enforcement, that's everything we struck about. Meters are 10, change that to 15. Amtrak long term is currently 25. It costs $10 a day to park there.
Right,
That should be
20
that should be $30 per day.
per day. If they're over.
Because if I'm gonna be gone for 3 days, but that's actually cheap. It's not fair.
Yeah,
South Front Day. So, there's a $10 fine for the south delivery rate for per 24-hour period. So it's $10.
Which
fine.
one is it?
This is the South Front Street Walk.
Oh,
It's currently $10 per 24-hour period fine. So do we want to increase that to 15?
okay.
And then we need to adjust the formulas for, having something after 30 days we have a formula, but then after 45. 50.
Yes. Is the formula the same?
Well, we only have a formula up to 30
Of
days.
this third.
So what we need to do is add something either at the 45-day mark or the 60 day. And then I will ask Doreen, what's the point at which to send it to reflections?
So right now it's the first figure times 2 plus 25.
Yes, what's the code?
Okay, so. I mean, I think if we go to 55, we just add the 25. For the. Over 30 days. You know what I mean?
It's those, so over 30 days is 55, and you're saying what? For 60 days, it's how much?
Add
Another 25, where's that piece?
I mean, right now, it's nothing.
Right now, it's $700,000.
I know. So right now, I mean, after 60 days, add another $25. So from where we're going from, so from 35, we're going to,
I have a ticket for, I had a round side ticket for $50. After 30 days, that would be 100 plus 25 would be 125. After 60 days, if I just put a tag on, another 25 would be 150.
oh,
So,
that's a lot also.
yeah, for a 10 day, for a $10 fine, which would make me 15. After 10 days, that would be 30 plus 25, so that'd be 55. And the next increment, if you just add 25, brings you to 70.
Yeah, that's fine.
We just keep incrementing it 70 for 25.
Yeah, we do want to get the money in,
We
you know what I
want to
mean?
get, we prefer to get it done.
Right, because if it's too much, people will just ignore it, and especially if they're out of state or something, right? Okay, so let's make sure okay, so after 30 days, it is 35. After 60 days, it is going to be plus 20. Wait, 30. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. 70 and then 95. Okay, great. Got it. I see. Okay, got it. All right, good. Anything else?
That's it. I'll flag things that you code update
Fine.
and other stories.
Okay.
The two things we had to find out about was we still don't know about the sign thing, so we don't know how to crazy about that.
I signed about what?
We have this thing where we. And then there's a water turn off thing, so no stuff.
Yeah, sign water. I sent an email on that. I don't know if I can, I'll do a follow-up.
The clarification with BPW is water withdrawal, but no idea what that is.
Okay,
$500 per. And then, the other one was.
sign outside.
Signs, and we didn't know it, not the banners, anything else. We just made a note that they're gonna ask.
Question, how much did we change the dumpsters?
We changed the dumpsters to 200 per week.
200, and what was it, 50?
We didn't have, I'm trying to find the dumpster line here. This was something that we had a situation where no matter how long you left it there, it, didn't matter. But in your discussion of that, you said we need to put a week live on because he's not considering
They
that.
stay forever, you can park, it was money,
So we
I saw-
increased it to, I think it was 230.
200 per day. And how about if they need a
Yeah,
long
so
term?
according, yeah, that's. Refuse haulers. In the new year, at an annual fee. And in your discussion, you said if you don't want to have an annual fee, you want to make 200 per week. Okay, longer dumpsters.
That's better.
Right. Okay,
That will help me.
Yeah.
Okay,
all
great.
right, good. Anything else?
No, I think we're good.
All right, very good. Lola, anything else?
I'm not sure if I could bring it up in here. I would assume I probably could, about, possibility and option of like, I'm gonna like advocate for some, I think funds getting held for next year's budget for a vacancy study.
I mean, I
Is that-
guess,
So first of all, have you looked into if, there is a study, because I think Mr. Tucker did one and also Michelle did one. Are these studies-
Those are, from past studies that were done, but like, if, the vacancy study, we need the more current study.
Oh, so you need an alternate. So Mr. Tucker's was not current, because I remember it was discussed.
Columbia County did one very.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, you need more, a more in-depth study, one more detailed study. I don't think that,
so this is what I suggest.
I'm not sure, I haven't looked at that.
So if you want to, explore getting funds for the BA, you probably would need to address it with Heather. But before you do that, what I would do is I would, contact Mr. Tucker, which is from the county, right?
Yes, it's Tucker.
And Michelle, and get those certificates.
Chris Brown is the person in my office.
Maybe you can send her,
Yeah, I can send
and,
you.
you can get those two studies.
Mhm.
And then send them to where you need to send them to see if those should suffice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they may do.
I think, like I said, those will do alongside. I don't think that those are gonna be.
Okay, it doesn't hurt to try. I'm saying you can try those two
Yeah,
and then talk to Heather about if they can put it on the process.
all right, I guess it's up for discussion. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
all right. Anything else?
No.
No, motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Yes? All right, great. Motion to adjourn. Oh,
Pardon, I had raised my hand for a couple of quick questions, if it's all
sorry,
right.
go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
First is on the question of the kiosks, the parking kiosks. I understand that the city wanted kiosks with the maximum number of payment methods, including paper money. What we got did not include paper money. Did we make a mistake in ordering, or were we sent the wrong equipment? Am I right about this? Or?
It's my understanding that the intention was to purchase kiosks that would take money. And the invoice that listed what we ordered, clearly states that they are coin kiosks. So it would appear, I wasn't involved, so I don't know the details, so it would appear that we ordered something that did not meet what we thought it was going to be.
Okay, and I don't know how this is going to be resolved, but I would like, updates, at least from the council, on the situation. Likewise, with the accounting software that we got, I understand that it did not meet what was expected of it, and there's going to be an additional $15,000 expenditure for an accounting module. Again, I'm curious about how this happened.
So, Ron, with regard to the parking situation, I think that probably the parking is now under HPD, and probably the appropriate place to have those questions answered would be in the monthly report from HPD.
In the informal meeting.
Yes, in the informal
Oh.
meeting, when they give their
Yeah.
report, they could also add a piece on the property bureau.
Even the accounting software where Heather is available
Right.
during the informal meeting. That's probably the space to ask the question. Sorry.
Okay, thank you. Finally, as far as the technical situation, the way you handled this today, I guess you've just got a laptop pointed at the room.
Sorry. Yes.
This worked pretty well. In fact, the sound coming from the room was basically better than recent sound using the owl. For what this is worth, I think there was a point a few years ago when the Housing Authority was broadcasting from Bliss Towers in this way, and that worked pretty well. So I just wanted to let you know that. But
Oh,
thanks very much.
I was aiming, I hooked up the owl, but I don't know, it's not connecting for some reason. So I just had to turn the laptop, use the laptop camera and okay. I'm glad it's working. So,
Yeah.
That was great.
all right, thank you.
All right.
Anything else? Any other questions? No? All right, motion to adjourn. All right, thank you, thank you.